No, Arena Breakout is not dying. But listen carefully, right now the devs are testing changes that could either keep this game true to its hardcore roots or slowly push it toward a style arcade shooter. Most of you already know about the dive feature being put on hold and the minimap toggle, but here's the truth. That's just a small part of what's happening in the Season 10 beta. We're talking about Soundwaves being removed, grenade balance issues, Armory reworks, TV station updates, and even brand new loot systems. The future of Arena Breakout is being decided right now. And here's the important part. The devs are actually asking for community feedback. I'm going to submit this video directly to the dev team, so everything you say in the comments really matters.
Quick break, guys! If you're thinking of grabbing a Bonds, case, or Battle Pass, don't waste extra money. Get it from Top Up Live at the best price. The process is super easy. Go to the site, choose Arena Breakout, pick what you need, follow the steps, and boom! You're done! And here's the best part. Use my code REB for a 12% discount so you can save your hard-earned money. Link is waiting for you in the description.
The biggest headline update in the Season 10 beta is the dive feature. A lot of players think it's canceled, but that's not exactly true. The devs said it's just on hold for now. And here's why that matters. Dive was designed to completely change how movement works in Arena Breakout. Imagine this. You're in a tight gunfight, and suddenly your enemy dives into cover, or dives straight at you. That adds a whole new layer of mechanics, almost like sliding in. Some players love it because it makes fights more tactical, while others feel it's unrealistic or too chaotic. The devs explained their reasoning clearly. Their goal was to find the right balance between realism and fun gameplay. Dive was meant as a defensive move, giving players more tactical options instead of just hiding the whole match, helping you react, gather information, and stay active. After internal testing, they even adjusted it so that using dive caused bullet spread, making it harder to aim accurately while diving. But, based on feedback from the test server, the devs are considering not bringing dive to the Season 10 live version for now. They want more of the community's input before making a final decision. So this is where you guys come in. If you don't want dive, type no dive in the comments. If you do want it, type yes dive. I'll be sending this video to the devs, and they've said they always prioritize community feedback, so your opinion actually matters. Now let's talk about Soundwaves. You know, those little footstep marks that have been in the game for a long time. In the recent dev talk, the devs announced something new. They're adding a separate mode that removes Soundwaves completely. Basically, a super hardcore version of Arena Breakout.
We are currently working on some really tough modes, like removing Soundwave and other features. We'll keep the community updated as soon as we make any progress.
Here's my take. Honestly, it feels a bit late for this change. Most of us are already used to the Soundwave system. It's been part of the game for so long, our habits are built around it. And remember, not everyone plays with a high-end headset. A lot of players use basic earphones or earbuds. On top of that, Arena Breakout's footstep audio isn't perfect. Sometimes you won't even hear someone sprinting right behind you. Without Soundwaves, that can be brutal. So yeah, a hardcore mode without them makes sense for realism. But it's smart that the devs are keeping it optional, not forcing it on everyone. What do you think? Will you try the no Soundwave hardcore mode, or stick with the classic? Now let's talk about the minimap. This season, the devs were actually about to add it straight into the game. But after players complained during beta, they changed it and gave us the option to turn it on or off. And honestly, that's the right move. Arena Breakout is supposed to be a hardcore tactical shooter. Add a radar and it starts feeling like PUBG. Plus, it already looks weird with so many icons on the screen. Now, here's something completely new, and I don't even know what to call it yet. In Season 10 beta, the devs are testing a raid notification system. Before your match begins, the game might alert you that a safe contains a rare red item. For example, it could say, "Lion statue spotted in safe." On one hand, that's exciting. Imagine loading in and knowing for sure there's a lion or some other high-value loot waiting. It gives players something to chase and a reason to compete over safes. But on the other hand, it kills some of the mystery. A big part of Arena Breakout is cracking a safe and hoping for a jackpot. If you already know what's inside, the surprise is gone. And it will change raid behavior. The second people see that alert, half the lobby is going to sprint for safes. Hot zones will get even deadlier. That could be fun, or just frustrating. So yeah, I have no words for this one yet. Let's see how it plays out. What do you think? Do loot notifications sound exciting, or do they ruin the thrill of looting? Alright, now let's talk about Armory, because there are some big changes here in Season 10 beta. In my last video, I told you guys the devs were planning to reduce the safe countdown from 45 seconds. Well, turns out that info wasn't 100% accurate. What they actually did is something totally different. They removed the original safes inside bunkers, and now Armory has random safes scattered across the map. Some of these safes will be broken, and you can't loot those at all. But if you find one that's intact, you can loot it just like normal. And yes, the countdown timer is still 45 seconds. But here's the interesting part. If you're the one who activates the safe, you get exclusive access for 30 seconds before your teammates can open it. Which means no more arguing or stealing loot. If you open it, it's your safe. Free and clear. Alright, let's talk about location changes. First up, the gas station bridge. And no, they didn't remove the bridge. Relax, it's still there. What the devs actually did was add new cover spots on it, which is huge because before, crossing that bridge was basically asking to die in the first 2 minutes. Now, at least you've got something to hide behind. Big W for the devs. Next, the staging area. You can't jump across to the Selous side anymore. Instead, there's a proper bridge on the left with some extra cover. Honestly, I like this one. It creates more tactical gunfights instead of WOLO jumps. As for Armory, the Ajax guards have been reduced, bots spawn in more locations, and yeah, more loot containers were added. Which is cool, but if they're still full of trash, then it's just more trash to check. And you may already know about the CCTV. Okay, this next part isn't exactly in the Season 10 buff list, but I need to talk about grenades, because right now, they feel almost useless. Here's why. Back in Season 9, the devs buffed armor. Now in Season 10, they also removed a lot of healing restrictions. For example, broken limbs no longer drain your health after healing. Sounds good, right? But the side effect is this. Grenades just don't do the job anymore. Most of the time, it takes multiple grenades to down a player, and honestly, it feels like we're throwing small stones at enemies instead of explosives. They just tank nade after nade, heal up, and keep fighting like nothing happened. The only exception is impact grenades. They still feel strong and reliable, but the rest? They need a serious buff again. Either increase their damage, increase their radius, or at least balance them so grenades actually matter. Because if things stay like this, we might as well remove grenades entirely. They're supposed to be a powerful tactical tool, not a joke. That's my point of view, but I want to know what you guys think. Should grenades get buffed again in Season 10, or do you think they're balanced enough as they are? Let me know in the comments. It matters a lot.
You already know that the TV station map is completely changed. It looks way bigger now and a lot better. Some locations have been nerfed for rats, but overall, it's a solid upgrade. If you've got beta access, I definitely suggest checking out the map yourself and exploring all the new spots. And before you go, don't forget to check out Top Up Live for the best deals, and stick around for the next video. Make sure to drop a like, hit subscribe, and leave your feedback in the comments, because as I said earlier, I'll be sending this straight to the devs. See you in the next one.